So in today's video, I want to go over why I think it's way better to loot still in the battle mode versus attack. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'm Blacked Out from Player versus Meta, and let's get right into this video. So first thing I want to cover when I'm talking about looting slash attacking is the level of your crabs. Your crabs are probably going to be around the same level as mine, where mine are pretty balanced. I have a bunch that are level 10, some that are level, 2 and 1. And if you have more crabs, it's going to be really hard to have like a really high level crab. You can see my account level as well. I'm level 25. So with being account level 25, the max I can have my crabs up to is level 25. And you're seeing people, if you go to the battle zones here, and you go to looting, you can see this person has like level 40 plus crabs, and you run into a lot of them. Level 39, right? Level 39 gem. So what I find it to be best is to look for teams that you can attack that are low level. Also, to make sure to check all the zones that you're able to do. I think going into these higher level zones is pretty good. So here's actually a great one. This was a level 1 all the way across the board. So if we put in like any of our crabs that we know we're going to play with, we should be able to win this. And here we go. We're into battle now. And you can see the battle looks pretty fair so far and pretty even. But I am winning because my backline crabs are higher level than his. He has level 1s where my two backliners are level 10. Yeah, the trade's about to be about even, so we're ending up about even here. And he could get lucky, but he doesn't have any of the stuns like I have. So even without the stuns, we probably still would have won this battle. Just to kind of show you, how easy it is. And then we're just going to skip here. We don't need to watch out the rest of the battle. And you can see I took a victory. I find it that if I am attacking, I get way more victories. Even if you can only do the same amount of attacks that you would be able to do for mines. So for mines, you have to do a total of 6. If you do 12 of them, if you do 12 attacks, will equal the same amount of reward because you'll end up getting 9, 6, and 3. If you double that up, you'll get the exact same amount of rewards, and it's the same amount of time. So you're still investing the same amount of time. You're just attacking 12 times versus mining 6 times. And if you can attack more times than this will add up even more because you can attack up to 24 times. So let's say you're winning an average, because on average, there's going to be times where you lose. I see it maybe once out of like all my attacks, I'll lose. Like let's say once out of 4 rounds, maybe I'll lose once or twice. Let's say I do all 24 attacks and I lose, let's say 3 of the 24 attacks. So I won 21 attacks. For each of the attacks, I get 18 rewards. So 18 of the food, whichever type it's going to be. So 18 parts. So I'm getting 376. Also, remember, you're using double the amount of food as well, so you're to feed your crabs, because you got to heal them twice as much. So instead of feeding for 12, you're feeding for minus 24 because you're using double the amount of food. So we're minus 24 now. So we're at 354. Now let's say I was mining. I mined all day and I got myself 6 attacks in, and with mining, to be honest, I literally lose almost all of them. Like I can show you here. I'm going to set up a team. I'm going to use one of my low level teams, so it's not like a really big deal if I lose here. I'm going to use this team here. So I'm probably going to end up taking a loss here, but just watch. So we're going to go into the mine, and we'll give this a couple minutes and we'll check back on it while we continue doing other stuff, and then we'll come back in and see if I lost. But usually you do lose here, and even if you're winning, let's say you win 3 out of 6, let's just do it's like a good day, so you win 5 out of 6 because you can only attack 6 times, right? Or you can only mine 6 times. So you won 5 out of 6, which you're getting 30 reward each time, so 30 times 5. So you're only getting half. You're literally only getting half of what you'd be getting if you're just doing the looting. So the rewards are so much better. And if we're equaling 150, let's just see for one crab how much TUS we would be getting. So we're going to do it to put it to where we're doing like 150. So each crab would be making about 1.5 TUS if you're just doing that with mining, right? If you're just doing that mining. But if you're doing with looting and you're winning, like how I was saying, right, where you're making these wins and you're getting 21 per day for your characters, you're literally making double this. You're making a total of 3k TUS, right? It's so much more worth it to loot than it is to mine. And also for looting teams, really you can kind of have whatever team you want for looting. It doesn't really matter too much. Just like try to find easy attacks. There we go. We found an easy attack. I'm going to go here with my organic double prime and try to get in. Hopefully someone else doesn't ninja that from me. And here we go. Reverses triple primes. This should be a pretty easy victory for us as well. But you can see even after getting double crit, we still won. We still won this one because we decided to choose our battles, which one we're going to attack into, and we got another win. So that just shows you why I really feel like looting is so much more powerful than just mining. Here, let's go into another thing I want to show as well. So one thing to note about for food, I always like to make 12. It doesn't really matter if my crabs are already at full or if they're not. I always make 12 because I have 12 crabs. If you have 9 crabs, I would make 9. If you have 6, make 6. You can overfeed your crabs. It does not matter if they have like 10 or 4 out of 10 already. If you feed the crab like this, it's just going to feed over it. So it's totally fine. And this doesn't go away either. So you can overfeed your crabs and never have to really worry about them if you want to. So you can see how some of them are overfed, some of them are a little bit underfed. Usually I don't like them being underfed. So like those ones I'll usually go back and feed even more. Like here, this is one that definitely needs an extra feeding. And there you go. You can see how like all my crabs are pretty much overfed, and that helps it. And then one thing to note as well, if you're new to battle mode, if your food level goes down below 10 of what your total food is, so let's say if I go down 10 levels, so if I go to 130, my stats will actually drop a little bit. And then if they drop again, they'll go down to being level 12. And then if they drop another 10 points of food level, they'll go down to being level 11. So the way it works is the amount of food you have on your character. So here, because these are level 2, they get extra stats for being level 2. But if the food went down to 10, again, the stats would drop as well. So you want to make sure you do keep your crabs topped up on food, just so you can always make sure they're at the highest battle power whenever you're going into battle modes to make sure you have the highest chance of victory. And let's see, did the lose happen? Yep. So here you go. As you can see, I did lose this battle. And look at my team. My team's not that bad as well. I have a level 10 with a 2 and a 1. And really, for your attack teams, you can go with any type of crabs you want. I personally prefer to have, you know, like primes plus like a tank. That is, but it's totally up to you what you go with. I would probably stick away from like triple primes. If you're going to go with primes, and here's another good one. Let's go actually go into real fast. But if you're going into the battles, the way I like to attack is I like to find something like, or I like to have like a gem plus, you know, double prime or anything else. You can throw any other type of DPSs as long with it. If you want to go with the double tank route, I actually found out that I don't really like the double tank as much. Especially if you're attacking into primes, because primes, let's say you're running double bulk, right? Well, primes have attack advantage on you, so it makes it easier for them to get through both your tanks, and it can be a problem. But let's say you're using, you know, double primes versus like craboids or something, or you know, or versus other things that don't have attack advantage, then it becomes a little bit easier. Like here, this is good because they don't have attack advantage versus me, so I'm actually doing pretty okay versus them. But if they do have attack advantage, usually you lose these type of battles. And there we go. We got another victory. So you can just see how much better it is to just loop, because I just want to reiterate it one more time. If you look at your opponent's crabs, usually they have some high level crabs, but there's a lot of people that don't really care. Just throw their crabs up for mine and don't really even look at to see what, you know, what level they're at. You know, they don't care about their crabs. They don't even care about leveling them up. So trying to find those people that are easy battles for you is always good. And remember to look at the type advantage that you have. So with my crabs, so for my craboids, they're really strong against primes. Also, you can go with things like, if you go to the marketplace here, we can go with things like sunkens. Sunkens are really good as well against pretty much primes and craboids. They're a little bit more tanky as well, so you could run a triple sunken team. Those are pretty good. You also have these ruins here, which are really good against things that like sunkens, and they're also good against craboids. So they're like a pretty good balanced guys as well, and they all have high attack. So these are like the 4 main ones that I like going with. Also for the abilities I like to look for my crabs, I like either attack up, stun, freeze. Freeze is really, really strong because it stops them attacking from a turn, and same thing with stun, it stops them from attacking for a turn. And then invincibility. Those are the 4 like usually main priority skills I look for my crab's eyes, because they have a pincer move and they have an eye move, and the eye move has a chance of proccing. And if you get the invincibility one and your opponent happens to hit you with their ulti, their pincer move, you actually get to avoid the damage from it. So make sure you're looking out for perfect crabs with like certain pincer moves and certain skill moves as well. And last thing before I go away, I got affiliate link with Mexi Global. This is pretty much the way it works is just if people sign up with my code, I get a percentage of it. It helps me out. So I would really appreciate if you guys sign up with my code. And if you do, you are going to get 25 BTC airdrop drop to you and a chance to enter into $1,000 giveaway. And the only thing you have to do is you have to deposit a total of $500. You have to make a spot trading value of 2,000, and pretty much the token gets airdropped to you 25 bucks. So being able to spot trade for $2,000 pretty easy. You just make, literally, you could just buy Bitcoin, sell it, buy Bitcoin, sell it, and you'd make that right away, and then you'd be able to get the airdrop token. So it's up to you how you decide to do it, but I wanted to add this affiliate link in because it helps support the channel and it helps support the growth here. So I appreciate you guys if you would sign up with it. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys in the next one.